Fellow nerds, we are talking Invincible Season 2, Part 2 trailer that dropped earlier this week. We've got the last 4 episodes of Season 2 coming up here soon, and we got a little taste of what we're going to see. Gentlemen, are you ready to jump right in?
I'm very ready.
Let's roll it.
I've been waiting for this to come back.
We're not the best superhero team on the
It's a
planet.
little sad that they split it
We're
up.
family. And like any family, we're all messed up in our own unique way.
We go around saving lives.
It's such a good series, though.
Really is. We got so much right in that first little scene. You know, we got kind of the Guardians,
The new Guardians of the Globe, yeah.
yes, new Guardians of the Globe kind of marching in. We get,
Yeah,
Mark kind of doing things. So where he left off, he was still on that planet where his father had another kid, and then they came to kind of bring him back because his dad's now captured by. Why can't I think of what his people is called?
Oh yeah, it's at the tip of my tongue. The something lights. Not
Viltrumites.
Viltrumites. Yes.
Viltrumites.
Yes. And so we see, and then we even see a scene where Mark, like always, is just beaten till he's bloody. Which.
I'd say you're very invincible.
Yeah. When it comes to certain people.
I just hope they once again have an episode where they tease the intro coming and just never show it to us.
Right. Oh, that was so good.
They call you whatever your name is. What? Oh my
Right.
God.
Come on, that was your opportunity.
All right, let's get back at it.
While ruining them at the same time.
We will rebuild more. Count on that.
Your people must need your strength.
I'm sure they got it covered.
And we see back on that planet, his dad's, other next wife and the kid, and they're talking about he's helping them rebuild, doing the right thing, helping them after the Viltrumites pretty much destroyed their planet, helping them get up back on their feet. And then I love that when he's like, oh, well, I'm sure the people of your planet need your strength. And he's like, well, he's like, they've got tons of heroes.
Now, this is somewhat accurate to the comic. Obviously, this is just a trailer, and we aren't seeing the full scene. But in the comic, he does as well also stay on that planet, but he kind of loses track of time, and he stays there. He stays there pretty long, but he does it almost out of guilt. He feels like he has to sort of right the wrongs because he thinks he's responsible to clean up the mess for everything Viltrumites do.
Yeah, I could understand that where you would feel.
So I don't know if that's going to be, if he's going to have because I know his personality is a little bit different in this show versus the way he is in the comics. So I don't know if it's going to be the same. But I think in the comics, if I remember right, it's been a little while since I read him. He was there for months, I want to say 6 to 8 months, and people weren't even sure he was still alive in the comics.
I think later in this trailer he says, "I just got back after 3 months."
Okay.
And they're sending
I
him
hope
back.
it doesn't take long to help them rebuild, though, because they said in the first half of the season they said the life cycle is.
They don't live that long, yeah.
Yeah, so
They're gonna just have stories of some mysterious visitor that helped them build their city one day. It's gonna be
right.
12 generations later.
No one knows why he was here.
12 years.
But he helped us rebuild.
He was our god.
And then, it's funny. I thought this was funny in the first half of the season that the aliens are bugs, just like on Rick and Morty. The international or intergalactic government.
Coalition of planets or whatever.
Yeah, they're all bugs. So it's funny that they're bugs on here. I thought that was funny.
Omnipotence! Tremble before my unlimited power!
Looks so
No!
Mark, I need you to go to space again.
What? I just got back.
We got a ship full of those sector things coming in hot. If they get their tentacles on Earth, they'll be pulling our strings forever.
I just want to say, first, we got that. He didn't say 3 months. I must have made that up in my head. But he had just gotten back. But I love that, too. I am omnipotence. You. And he's like, no.
Not really caring what you have to say there, buddy.
And then they get back out to space, and like Invincible does so well, they kind of parody DC Marvel, and we get Starro. We definitely get a character that is very much Starro from DC Comics here, kind of taking over people, and this is what they're sent so that it doesn't get to Earth. Sounds like it'll be a nice little segue from the Viltrumites maybe for an episode or two until things probably heat up, because it does look like things are going to heat up by the end of this trailer.
And we can't forget about I forgot his name. The dude who passes through dimensions. It's the whole point of the season.
Oh, he's back. We see him in a minute. I can't remember his name either now.
I'm trying to think of his name. But obviously he hasn't been the focal point of the season, but he's still the big bad.
Told you we were too powerful.
I guess we're all fucked.
Is there a little
How
Starro
did a
dude?
mere moment on Earth turn
The
you into
grins in the eyes. It's great.
sentimental traitor? Answer me!
What's the occasion for such a fine suit?
I'm visiting an old...
There's your boy, Dave. But we see, Mark's dad kind of imprisoned. We see, I forget the Flame guy's name now, but, him dropping F-bombs on our channel. This is a family channel. Please don't do it. But, I mean, it looks like, we only have 4 episodes left, and there's a lot of different things going on in this trailer. So I really hope they let things sort of, build up and work itself out, and they're not rushing through it. But nothing they've done on the season and a half we've seen says that they're going to do that. So I'm sure this is all going to fit in and make really good sense.
friend. It is good to be home.
Die fast, assholes! My pizza's getting cold.
Your family's legacy is blood.
We do see what looks like the guy talking to Mark's family. Like, he knows that Mark is, I'm assuming at this point, Mark is somewhat of a, to use Marvel terms, somewhat of a Nexus being, where he is in all of the different realms and everything that, in every different universe, there is a Mark Invincible, basically. Because he kind of talks about it. We see the Guardians of the Globe. We see the fire guy and the multiple girl going to fight a bunch of people. And of course, I don't know why he's worried about his pizza getting cold. Can he warm it back up? Angstrom. Thank you, Doug. Thank you.
This is over. I'll never let anyone ever hurt my family.
We get that we're never going to let anyone hurt his family, as we see him being like tossed to the ground, bloodied, all of the things that always happens to him.
The normal Invincible stuff.
Yes.
And that Seth Rogen character was on there. I forgot his name, too.
Oh,
Larry the Alien or something like that.
something like that, yeah.
He was in there, too.
Alan the Alien.
Alan, that's
Alan.
right. It's probably a
Must have been
flashback.
a flashback.
Not to talk spoilers from the
Not
first
to foreshadow anything or spoil anything.
Yes, it's definitely a flashback, or his brother.
Wonder why.
No reason at all. Let's get back to the video. Then we honestly see what looks like a couple of different marks. And this is the weird thing. I know there was an arc in the Invincible comic called the Invincible War, where it was a lot of these things fighting. And it looks like, well, hopefully they're setting it up for season 3. Because we do see a couple different multiversal marks here. We see the one with the cape. There was one, I won't go into all the different ones that I know, because there's one that's really gross. And I'm not going to talk about that here. But
You shouldn't wear a cape.
he
There's
should.
rules against cape.
Exactly. He should not. But we see that. We see it. They do it really quick. But if you slow it down, I went frame by frame. You can see he's got a cape, and it looks like there's a couple different marks. So this could be Angstrom kind of bringing them all together to kind of, do whatever he needs to do. Whatever his end game is for this season, it looks like he's going to be using a lot of different marks to do so. And me, I'm all for it. I can't wait for that. Let me get that final little teaser, just March 14th, which is great. You know, I'm assuming we're going to get one episode a week for the last 4 episodes because they probably want to make sure people keep their subscription. But, I mean, first half.
So, this is one of those shows that I think it doesn't benefit from the water cooler moments.
Yeah.
You're right.
And you think about it, we got 3 shows going at that time, starting in mid-March. You know, we got the Bad Batch starts next week, which I can't wait for.
I know. I think
then,
Avatar's starting next week too, right?
Yep.
It is.
Well, Avatar is starting and finishing next week.
Show, it finishes next week too, yeah. And then
God, are we going to be able to make it through every episode all at once?
I don't know. It depends on how long they are.
And
I mean, I almost wonder, like, yeah, if it's good, I almost wonder if we're going to have to break that up into a couple of videos.
Probably. I mean, and then you got Invincible and you got the X-Men. We have a lot of material to watch mid-March on.
Happy birthday to you and me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Us.
You know, X-Men, Invincible will end early April with their 4 episodes, but we got the Bad Batch and X-Men leading almost into May.
Yep.
So it'll be good stuff. We do have a movie in March with the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, but yeah, this is going to be good. I've been waiting. I'm really looking forward to Bad Batch. Definitely looking forward to Invincible Part 2, and I'm definitely excited for X-Men 97. A lot of people who don't like animation are going to miss out on a bunch of quality television, hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to open your mind a little bit.
Yeah.
If you want, you know, because not everything is done live action. Not everything can be done live action. Some things are done better. They're done better as animation.
There's some things that there's certain art styles you can only pull off in animated form, and not everything just because it's animated does not mean it's for kids. With Invincible being kind of key, definitely not a family show.
No,
unless you're unless you're the Manson family, I suppose. But
if
yeah,
you want proof, just watch episode number 1. You'll get your proof right there.
Right.
Not to the last 5 minutes. You'd be like, this is a pretty good show. And then,
what did he just do?
The first episode, it very much seemed like, that's just like, run-of-the-mill sort of DC stuff. Okay. It's like watching Superman animated series or Batman or something. Justice League. Then the end. Oh, cool. There's an after. Oh my God.
Whoa, his eyes are where? What?
Oh, she doesn't have a face anymore.
Does Invincible and The Boys, are they published by the same company?
They're not.
No? One's Dark Horse and one's Image, I'm guessing?
One is...
I don't remember.
I thought one was Dynamite. I thought The Boys was Dynamite.
The biggest difference also is the guy who writes Invincible actually likes superhero comics and superhero stories. The guy who wrote The Boys did not.
Well, you know who wrote Invincible? The same guy who wrote The Walking Dead.
Right,
Robert Kirkman.
Mm-hmm. Well, the guy who wrote The Boys, he hated superhero stuff, and he wrote The Boys specifically to not only poke fun at how dumb that he thought they were, but also find a way to kill them off on every page he could.
Garth Ennis, and he wrote The Punisher for a bit.
He did. He's written a couple different comics, but he was didn't like being stuck there.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, his Punisher series is very graphic as well. So
yeah, that's
it's
right.
called Punisher Max. I don't think it's not supposed to be sold to minors. It's very graphic.
Yeah, it is definitely not for the young kids. It's not the Spidey comics that you can buy for your 7-year-old to read to him. Let's get Spidey and Punisher Max. We'll read Punisher, man. I don't want any more comics.
I wonder how
don't
many
want it.
parents needed to like after the Punisher crossed over in the animated Spider-Man series, how many parents had be like, nope, put that comic back. You can just get the Spider-Man one. But Punisher was on Spider-Man. Nope, not that one. He wasn't.
Yeah, that Punisher one is really graphic. He ends up like chopping off all the antagonist limbs in the first, and then he feeds her to like wolves or something.
Oh my God.
It's messed up. Yeah, it's very graphic. Like I said 3 times now. I guess I should stop saying it.
We're gonna get so demonetized.
Nah. Well, hype levels, gentlemen, for the second part of Invincible.
I'll start.
All right.
I love this. I love this show, and I'm still gonna temper it though, because there's only 4 episodes, and there was so much in there that I'm gonna be waiting to see. If it doesn't play out the way it does in my head, then I'm probably gonna be disappointed like a loser. But I'm still gonna give it an 8, maybe an 8.5. I'm really excited about it. Dougie?
I am going to temper myself just a bit more, mostly because of the whole 4-episode thing. I think it was story-wise, it made sense to cut it where they did. I just wish that they hadn't cut it at all, because these last 4 episodes, I know that based on the trailer, I know that we are going to see some action, but this is kind of taking place towards the tail end of an arc. Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be. I'm afraid almost that what we're seeing in the trailer is about as good as it's going to get. So I'm going to turn my hype level down to about a 6.5.
Ooh.
See,
Because while I am looking forward to it, I kind of wish that they had been releasing them consecutively and that we didn't get this huge break just to get 4 episodes. Like, I don't know.
I absolutely agree with that. Why
You
break
what
up?
agree?
Why break? Yes, I absolutely agree with him. Why they felt the need to break up an 8-episode season? And I know the creators said they wanted what happened in the mid-season finale to resonate through the thing, but you don't need 3 months for it to resonate with us.
Right.
I'm like you guys. I'm not going to temper my hype level. I'm still very hyped for this. I'm with Dave. I'm probably an 8.5. It looks good. Once again, the same sort of excuse me. I think the same sort of worries that you guys have. One, we only have 4 episodes left. How much can they, pack into those 4 episodes? We saw what looked like a lot of different plot lines going on in that trailer, and that's going to be hard to get all of that in and have it make sense. But so far, the creators for this show have done a great job with it. So I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt, and my hype level is still going to be an 8.5. I just wish it was, a 12-episode season.
Yeah,
16.
Here's hoping that they do like what the Star Wars TV series, the way they do things, that if they need more time to tell an episode, that, Amazon Prime isn't limiting them. Hopefully that they are able to stretch out an episode length if necessary to tell the story they need to tell. Also, one thing that I wanted to mention, I don't know if any of you guys all noticed, but you now have to pay more if you want the ad-free experience on Prime, which means, as dumb as this is, they're now going to be incorporating ad break moments in between these episodes. If you didn't, whether you pay for the ad-free experience or not, there's going to be that noticeable pause where they would have put an ad, whether you have to watch it or not, before they start it back up.
Even if you're paid?
Yeah, it's going to pause, and then it's going to continue on if you're paying for the ad-free experience. They do this on a couple of the other streaming services as well. I guess it makes it easier for the editors to know where to stick the ads or whatever. But yeah, it's a little annoying. I hate that they're going to be doing it that way. But I read a couple of articles about that. And I'm like, that's gross. That's what Hulu does too.
It's not enough what we're paying yearly for Prime.
Well, I didn't want to get into this part of it, but there is a class action lawsuit against Amazon because of that. Because in their initial contract, they did state that you would get the ad-free Prime Video experience, and nothing in there stated that they had the right to just all of a sudden redo the contract and change it up and, force you to pay more if you want ad-free.
I would be interested to see how that turns out.
Me too.
Got to get that rocket money somehow, I guess, huh?
Right.
They do. We need to get these billionaires up into space.
And leave them there.
Right. Let's say, just then go ahead and leave them there. Hey, fellow nerds, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more of this stuff, make sure that you check out our Twitch stream. We try to do these live Sunday or Monday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Keep an eye on our social media to find out when you can join in live and chat with us during these live streams. Also, as usual, don't forget to check out our other social media. Add us at Twitter, comment down below, and we'll see you next time right here on Not Your Status Quo.